Hey there guys, I'm Victor Helthorpe. I am sending this live from Milano-Cortina, my third Winter Olympics. I've been here for 2 weeks. In this video, I'm gonna share the 10 things that blew my mind the most that I bet you guys wouldn't have expected at the Winter Olympics. Even though I look forward to this basically my entire skating career, something have still blown my mind. So many cool things about it, and I'm about to show you the top 10. Let's just dive straight into it. The first thing that I think is absolutely crazy here at the Olympics is that every single evening from 6 to 9 p.m. we have a live DJ in the center plaza here in the Olympic Village. The music is still somewhat calm and it's kept indoors so that athletes that need to rest can rest. It's organized by the Olympic partner Corona Zero, and you can also get free beers, obviously non-alcoholic beers, but it's super cool and the area has this cozy vibe to it. And you know, all of us just go chill there in the evening. It's super nice to calm down and get rid of all that stress, anxiety, adrenaline that comes with training and performing. So I love that. On top of that, they also allow you to get your own Corona Zero golden bottle engraved with your name and your favorite quote on it. The next thing that I came to realize here at the Olympics, which I think is super cool, is that every single day as an athlete, I can get one ticket to a different event than mine. Obviously, I can go watch all the speed skating, I'm a speed skater, that I want to, but every single day I can get one ticket to, say, go watch the Danish men's hockey game or figure skating, short track. I can also go watch the skiing, the alpine events. That is a 5-hour drive, so not really possible unless I want to blow my legs up before I'm racing myself. But I like the idea of that you can get a ticket to go explore other sports, because that's what makes the Olympics special. Now, returning to this little field of mental health is that you can adopt a plant. This is also organized by Corona Zero, so big shout out to those guys. You can go adopt a plant that you can keep in your little room here, because it is, as you may have seen in one of my other videos, it's a little, in some ways, dull and very minimalistic. We love it, but there is not that much personality or life to it. So you can adopt a little plant that you can keep, take care of during the entire Olympic experience and then return it at the end of it. That's super cute. This is not a fun fact, but it is a fact. Athletes are not paid to be at the Olympics or even paid to go to the Olympics. It is entirely, from an athlete point of view, a non-profit. Obviously, we hope that we can get some results, even though there's also no prize money for winning anything here at the Olympics. So unlike the other races we do all the year, World Cups, championships, where we actually earn money if we do well, and most, especially other sports, they are actually paid by a contract to participate. Here at the Olympics, there's no money involved, which in a way I think is kind of beautiful. The whole spirit of we're all equal here. There's not some that are paid more than others. Obviously, also we need to make a living. So there are some ups and some downs to that, but I still think it's such an insane experience that anyone should and would say yes to it. And then hopefully, because you become kind of famous in your country from going to the Olympics, or you guys watching this YouTube video, for example, there is some secondhand kind of like income to it, which I hope there will be. Being at the Olympics also means that you are not allowed to promote any sponsors. It's called the Rule 40, same like there's a Rule 50. You can't do any political statements. So here at the Olympics, we can't show our sponsors, and it's only the official sponsors of the Winter Olympics that can be shown, to the extent where at the opening ceremony, if you did not have a Samsung phone, you had to cover that little Apple or whatever other logo you may have had on your phone. You had to cover that by a sticker that was given out if you even wanted to use it for filming, because Samsung is an Olympic partner. The same goes for everything. Each piece of equipment or suit or kind of like anything that is specific to your sport that you use can have one logo of the manufacturer. So say on my bike, there is one logo, on my skates, there is one logo. And that's the only thing you're allowed to have as you're here at the Olympics, because that is how we give, you know, a reason for these Olympic partners to actually want to make this whole crazy dream of ours come true. This thing right here is an Olympic accreditation. This is more powerful than a passport, I would say. Even to the point where I know some of those athletes that used to compete for Russia that are now individual athletes here, they use this as their entire visa and passport to even get into the country. This accreditation also will grant you free access to any public transportation throughout all of Milano during the period of the games, which I think is super cool, because we're only 4 kilometers from downtown Milano. I've been there myself a couple of times, and that is just amazing. It's super beautiful, and I love that. It's a thing I feel like we obviously couldn't do in Beijing because of COVID, and Pyeongchang was not to this extent a cultural city, so that's been amazing going there with teammates and my wife, and just, you know, getting more out of this than just the skating and the Olympic experience. So I think that's super cool that they made it that way. If you follow any Olympic athlete on social media, you will have seen the pins. This is not just a couple of athletes that are into pins. Every single country get a ton of Olympic pins to represent their country, and you go around and trade these. This is a very, very, very long tradition of the Olympic Games, and you will find people waiting all day long right outside the Olympic Village, where we walk in and out after security check, waiting to trade pins with athletes, the professional pin collectors. Some countries are cooler than others. Denmark is it's a rare one because we're a smaller country at the Winter Olympics, so I feel like I've done some good trades. And all countries do this, and it's a fun way to just like get to know other athletes or even bond with the ones you already know. They're like, hey, yo, you got the one. And I think it's a cool thing. I have a teammate we have a team back home in Calgary where I train, where we have 7 different nationalities, and he got the 7 pins. So it's kind of like we bring the team, the people that did not make it here to the Olympics with us, and I think that's super cool. And yeah, it's just a fun little thing to make hours pass by instead of just stressing about competing. I'm pretty sure some of you have seen this one. I did make a full video about all the gifts that you get when you're at the Olympics, which is awesome. And this is the Samsung Flip Phone 7. All athletes get one. You get a phone for free as you enter the Olympic Village, and it's a nice phone. Super cool, and I love that. I mentioned earlier in this video, they won't allow us to use our own phones. Then I think it's super cool that they give us one, and it's a nice phone. So not complaining about that, and you know, it is really a cool thing. Like, has this double screen, and it's pretty awesome. And it comes with 100 gigabytes of data, so no matter where you're from, you can go online, chat with your friends, your family, and just share this experience the way I'm trying to do it right now. So massive thanks to Samsung Olympic Edition with a cool cover and Olympic pins and everything. Just makes it even more special. And then the final thing, which I personally think is the coolest of all these 10 things, is that you can get 2 guest passes to the Olympic Village that you can share with friends or your family, meaning that in 2 days I'll have my parents. I have not seen my parents for a full year, and they're gonna come not just to the Olympics to watch me, but they're gonna come spend my rest day with me inside the Olympic Village. So to be able to share that with the people you love the most is just unreal. So I'm super, super grateful that that's a thing. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to that, and I think that's amazing. Like, they're part of, or they're a necessity. If I hadn't had my parents' support, I would never be here at the Olympics. And I know how much they look forward to that. We did it in Pyeongchang 2018, and yeah, that day is almost as memorable as the day I raced my first Olympic race. So also, if you have kids, my teammate Ted, and really good friend, Olympic champion, he has 2 young kids. They can go in the village with him without any guest pass or without nothing. So that's pretty damn awesome. That was the most fun thing ever, to play around with them for a day here at the Olympics, and hopefully memories they'll have forever. So I think that's awesome that the Olympic Committee or organization made that possible. I'm extremely grateful for the love that you guys have shown this video, the previous videos. That's been surreal to me. Might come here as a skater, leave as a YouTuber, because this has been so much fun sharing. And a lot of you asked, like, how can you support me? Obviously skating won't make you a billionaire. Yeah, if you subscribe to my channel, you can pay anything from $2 to $100 a month, and you can get more exclusive videos. You can go to my OnlyFans channel. I use that to share more content like this, really behind the scenes, everything that kind of comes to my mind that I see throughout the day. And you can leave me a tip there if you want to, you know, support this whole journey. But you watching this and the comments I've seen below, they just really make it an extra special experience to be here, even though it is the Olympics. It's unreal already. So just a lot of gratitude from my end here. And I hope you want to stay tuned and cheer me on, especially on the 21st when I get to compete in my main event. I ranked 19th, but also 5th at the previous Olympics, so you never know. I just hope for the best, and I'm going to go skate as fast as I can, straight forward and a little bit of left. All right, see you for the next video, guys.